O Israel. The call never died. From the south, the lost sheep rise. From Mississippi soil where the history haven't changed in the land, but the promise still steady. Names got taken, truth got buried, but the word still breathing, never went missing. Lost sheep scattered, still hear the tone. Shepherd calling, saying bring them home. Not a rumor, not a myth. Ancient bloodline covered in stitch, no crown on head, no throne in sight. But kings still walk when they live upright. Priests in order, hearts in check. Walking the path of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct. No beginning, no end, we said. Walk in truth, no disrespect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
From Tupelo we represent.
From Tupelo we represent.
Israel rise.
Remember that.
Remember
that.
Not here for hate, not here for noise. Here to rebuild men, women, boys. From prison walls to broken homes. Still hear God's voice through flesh and bone. Teach the law, apply the way. Faith works, lived every day. Not traditions handed down, but ancient paths we walking now. 12 tribes breathing, still intact. Truth don't change, that's fact. Scattered, warned, and gathered again. Written long before the pen.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct.
Here, O Israel. The call never died. From the south, the lost sheep rise. From Mississippi soil where the history haven't changed in the land, but the promise still steady. Names got taken, truth got buried, but the word still breathing, never went missing. Lost sheep scattered, still hear the tone. Shepherd calling, saying bring them home. Not a rumor, not a myth. Ancient bloodline covered in stitch, no crown on head, no throne in sight. But kings still walk when they live upright. Priests in order, hearts in check. Walking the path of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct. No beginning, no end, we said. Walk in truth, no disrespect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
From Tupelo we represent.
From Tupelo we represent.
Israel rise.
Remember that. Remember that.
Not here for hate, not here for noise. Here to rebuild men, women, boys. From prison walls to broken homes. Still hear God's voice through flesh and bone. Teach the law, apply the way. Faith works, lived every day. Not traditions handed down, but ancient paths we walking now. 12 tribes breathing, still intact. Truth don't change, that's fact. Scattered, warned, and gathered again. Written long before the pen.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct. No beginning, no end, we said. Walk in truth, no disrespect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
From Tupelo we represent.
In Tupelo we represent.
Israel rise.
Remember that. Remember that.
Who are we?
Israel.
What we teach.
Truth. Why we here?
Wake the lost sheep. Art of discipline, restitution, not confusion, restoration. No corner prophets, strange swing, no water down, truth or name. Study the word, live it out, let correction cast pride out. Fathers restored, mothers strong, families healed where it went wrong. Not perfect men, but hearts aligned, learning obedience one step at a time.
Order of Melchizedek.
Stand righteous,
Yeah, stand righteous.
stand correct.
Lost sheep pride, chains disconnect.
Covenant people.
Never reject. Order.
Covenant people. From the south to where you at.
From the south to where you at.
Israel, wait, don't you forget.
Israel, Melchizedek.
It's the order. Mutually remember. This is remembrance. This is order. This is the call.
To the hall, to the lost sheep.
Israel lives.
All praises, honor, and glory to our Elohim, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, the God of Elijah and Elisha, the God of Aaron, the God of the 12 disciples, the God of Judah, the God of Ephraim, Manasseh, the God that brought us out of the land of Egypt, the God that saw us through the wilderness for 40 years and led us into the land of milk and honey, the God that destroyed our enemies before us and set us a table in the presence of our enemies, the God that created the heavens and the earth, the God that woke us up this morning and allowed us to see another day that we've never seen before, the Father of our Savior, Jesus the Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. We give him all praises, honor, and glory this day. And we bid you a shalom from your brothers at Order Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition. The doors that open and the doors that close. I am your brother Stephen Israel in the building. We just want to say shalom to the whole house of Israel that's scattered to the four corners of the earth. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This lesson is a very powerful lesson. This lesson's title, Doors That Open and Doors That Close, says a lot. Because in life, every one of us encounters moments where opportunities appear suddenly. And then some opportunities disappear without even a warning. Many mistake open doors as blessings that sometimes seem automatic, and closed doors seems like a punishment. But through scripture, we learn that it's something deeper. Some doors open to us as a test. Other doors close to us in protection. Some of the doors remain shut because obedience is missing in our lives. Some doors open only when repentance and your timing aligns with the Most High. But we must all understand that Yah is the one that governs access. He controls when, where, and who enters through certain doors. Christ is not only the door, he is also the gatekeeper. So, family, welcome to another edition of our Tuesday night class. I want to introduce the brothers on the panel tonight with me. I got Brother Mikael in the building tonight. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, Israelites. Shalom, shalom, my brothers and sisters in the chat, my brothers on the panel. I want to say all praise and glory to the Most High. Hallelujah.
All praises. And I want to say shalom to our speaker, our teacher for tonight, the young gunner KG in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom, brothers on the panel. Shalom, everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome to Back to the Basics Tuesdays. And brother Steph, tell I don't know if brother Mikael can hear me or not. I couldn't hear him on my end.
What you want me? Okay, I can hear you good.
Okay.
Mike, can you hear KG, bro Mike?
Yeah, I hear. Tell brother KG I can hear him.
Okay, did you hear him, KG?
Nah, I can't hear him.
Okay, well you might need to go out and come back in then, KG.
All right. Do that real quick.
All right. While brother KG does that, I wanna talk about what doors represent in the scriptures tonight. As he do his lesson, just a couple of things that I'll be bringing out. Um, we'll talk about doors that the Most High opens, doors that the Most High close, doors men and women force open, and the danger of forcing those doors open, doors of repentance and mercy. And then, hey, we got a final door that closes forever. So the brother KG back, and I yield the floor to the teacher for the night, Hebrew. Do your thing.
Praise. Hey, we sound like we in unison already, cause that's pretty much the sum of what I want to focus on tonight. Just that each step of our lives has had a door that we had to walk through, or you could call it a door, you could call it an opportunity, you could call it we'll just stick to doors and opportunities, because each decision we made was a door that was open that closed another door, or opportunity that opened up another opportunity that ended another opportunity. And a lot of times when we was not in the truth, we had to learn. We had, well, not even learn, I said that wrong, but when we wasn't in the truth, we would open a lot of these doors and close a lot of these doors on our own, not really realizing what we was causing, the cause and effect of what we were doing, until we got on down the road, and you have to look back and realize, like, man, I had an opportunity to do this, or I could have did this, or I could have went this route, or I could have went about this situation in a different way. um but when we got into this walk, I know, especially for me, when I got into this walk, I learned to be still. I learned to get out the way. I learned to not be as concerned about what I'm going to do, and be more focused on whatever it is the Most High had for me, and being content and accepting that. Um, and that's pretty much some of the things that we'll go over for tonight. And like Brother Stephen said, tonight's class is called "The Doors That Open and the Doors That Close," and this is something that we have all, in our own special ways, experienced. Um, so starting out tonight, I gotta ask us some questions, brothers and sisters, and shalom to everybody in the chat. Sister Jim, I seen you said you weren't feeling well. I hope you get to feeling better as soon as possible, sis. Shalom to everybody in the chat as well. Shalom, Brother Dark, Mother Mary, Sister Brenda Hill, Sister Arlene, and anybody else, Brother Cortez, anybody else that may be chimed in but hasn't came into the chat yet. Shalom to you as well. My first question for tonight, though, transitioning into the truth, what was the hardest door you had to close? I'll ask again. Transitioning into the truth, what was the hardest door you had to close? Sometimes, shalom, sister Yesharel, shalom, sis. Sometimes we are aware of the doors, or the opportunities, or the situations, whichever one you prefer to call it. We are aware of what we deal with, or what we may be going through, or the opportunities that may have to present itself to us. We are aware of them. Now, there are some doors that we are not aware of, but for those that we are aware of, stems the question: transitioning into the truth, what was the hardest door you had to close? Because we all know, once we got into this walk, there were certain things that might have felt okay to us, that we had to eventually let go of, that we had to eventually move on from.
Uh, my transition, closing the door, coming into the truth was the teaching of Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, yes, it's doors we can close, like the sins that we had problem with. Like some may have fornication, they closed that door. Some may have lying, they closed that door, lying and doing all that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
even in the truth, there are still doors open from my transition that we're still dealing with, that we're
That's
still
true.
going in and out of. You get what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's very true.
So, so one of my, I like this lesson already. So one of my doors that I had trouble closing, I think Dark T or Cortez put it in the chat, was family traditions.
That was Brother
The,
Cortez.
okay, the birthdays, the holidays, the get-togethers on the holiday, these type of
Mm-hmm.
things, right? Those were hard doors to close.
Mm-hmm.
Another hard door was to close, going to church on Sunday, because I missed the fellowship, seeing everybody, brothers and sisters, and this and that, right? That was a hard door to close.
Mm-hmm.
Walking away from the brotherhood we used to have every third Sunday, all of that. Miss all. I used to. Well, I don't miss that, but I used to miss that. Uh, Dealing with the Shabbat, that was a hard door. On the don'ts, on the not to do the don'ts on the Shabbat. That was a hard door to close. But I yield right there because I don't want to take too much of that because I can go all day on this. Go ahead, bro.
Salakia. One of the doors that was hard to close for me was eating pork, because what I came to realize when I started trying to stop eating pork was that breakfast in our community was basically all pork. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything that we ate for breakfast was pork except for the eggs and the biscuits and maybe grits.
Right.
Everything else was pork. You got bacon, sausage, sausage links. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and everything that we ate was really pork. And then another one for me was hunting, cause I grew up hunting and I love to hunt. Rabbit
I'm
hunting,
sorry, brother Steph. I'm sorry. We go deep.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Rabbit
I'm
hunting
laughing
was
because
one of those doors.
I'm sorry, brother Steph. Go ahead.
uh, Another door was getting up mowing the yard on Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you barbecue with your family, it was on Saturday. You know, those were a few of the doors that was kind of tough for me, and that was a big adjustment. But I yield. Go ahead.
I had to
Hey,
say,
brother
go
Steph,
ahead.
what you
Go ahead.
what you do with those rabbits? That's why I was laughing because you
I,
used
wa-
to hunt
I used
and
to
you.
give them away. I never ate them, but I would give them away. But I
Yeah,
found out they were wrong.
yeah, that's why I was laughing because boy, that was funny. It was. That
Hmm.
that we look back on, it was funny. I said, he had killed the rabbit. I didn't eat the rabbit. Well, what you do with the rabbit, brother Stephen? I gave away. Well, you still seeing, bro.
Still in sin.
Go ahead, KG.
I'm gonna get some of the answers in the chat real quick. Brother Cortez said family tradition. Sister Arlene said celebrating birthdays. Mother Mary said doors of following traditions. I learned before coming into the truth. Sister Brenda Hill said family and friends, and that can be a little bit, especially the family and friends, like outside the traditions. You get used to doing the things that well, you get used to doing the things that you used to do, and you can't do these things anymore. So I definitely understand that, Sister Brenda Hill. Brother Dark said, excuse me, Brother Dark said doing the wrong things on Shabbat. And I had to agree with that as well. I had to that was something I was dealing with. Brother Kanaz said smoking. I'm still trying to get the deadbolt on that door. Well, brother Steph, I mean brother Kanaz, I had a that's actually y'all gotta excuse me, Mo. I don't know if I'm trying to catch a cold or what. It's trying to creep in there on me. But brother Kanaz, that was actually one of the doors I had a problem with as well. Um, what I had to do, the Most High promised me a better lifestyle if I was obedient to Him and quit smoking. In the midst of me trying to do what He asked me to do, which was stop smoking, I was trying to get my CDLs, and I had a month before I got my CDLs, brother Kanaz, I had stopped smoking, and I was so happy that I celebrated by smoking again. By the time I got ready to take my CDL, I failed my drug test, and it made the transition in which the Most High was trying to do for me. It made it hard for me to get through what He was trying to give me. So I had to go through an extra amount of hurdles because I wasn't obedient like I should have been. But I ended up getting it correct on down the road, and all praise to the Most High. I was able to keep getting my CDL still, and I'm working to this day. But one of the things that I had to do, brother Kanaz, is sometimes a fast will force you to quit smoking, because if you smoke while you fasting, you basically defeating the purpose of the fast. Or another thing that you could do, and I'm just giving you advice that helped me put the deadbolt on the same door. Another thing that I did was I challenged myself each day. Um, I challenged myself first to stop smoking for a day. I was able to complete that. Then I started, and I was like, okay, if I can go one day, I can go 2 more days. Then I went 3 more days. It's kind of building yourself up, because that first day is gonna help you realize, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is with without smoking. Then that second day will motivate you to be like, I wonder how hard can I go at doing this, and then eventually you get to a point where it's not even an issue. That's what worked for me. Hopefully, that's something that can probably help you. But if not, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna pray for you on that, because I understand that that is something difficult to
No,
deal
KC, I
with.
think he was saying. I think he was saying when he first came into the truth. I don't
Oh,
think that's
okay,
something he's
okay,
struggling with now.
okay, 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 okay. Well, I'll praise to that. But that was still actually one of mine as well. Smoking was probably the one that I was gonna speak on my end. But my bad, brother, because I wasn't trying to put nothing on you that you don't do. I apologize for that. I was just trying to be helpful. I apologize.
Uh, I need to give a shout out to the man of the hour, brother, the dark skinned brother, Shalom Hebrew. How you doing? Go ahead. That's the DSB 225. That's our
Okay,
brother
okay.
from the Delta down there. Shalom, dark skinned brother.
Shalom, shalom, brother. Um, Sister Yesharel said, I said that wrong. I know I said it wrong then, sis. I apologize. But she said cleaning on Saturdays. I could see that as well. Cause there were certain things that I used to do. Like I would get a lot of my housework done, far as like washing clothes or tending to the yard, like Brother Stephen said. It just depends. Cause before you get into the truth, you realize that that's the only day that you really have free to do something that you need to get done. So I understand that as well.
Hey, you know what? When she said that in the chat
Mhm,
about cleaning up on Saturdays,
mhm,
I mean, I know she's probably talking about like chores in the house and stuff. But to
mhm,
me, she said that, I think Brother Step can relate to this. It was something about Saturday mornings back in the day when the 92 Jam was on Saturday and they play all that blues, and everybody used to meet up at the car wash to wash their cars on Saturday morning.
mhm.
You remember that, Brother Stephen?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. That just brought back a memory there. But yeah, that's, man, they had us doing everything on the Shabbat, man. But go ahead, KG.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Mother Mary said shopping on Saturday. Um, Brother DSB said, let me see. Yeah, he said. I thought he was basically commenting on what I said about the smoking thing earlier. I thought he might have had something that he was trying to add to that. Let me see. Is there any more? I think that's it. But like I said, for one of the doors, other than smoking, I had a problem with was just being out in places that you didn't need to be at. Um, a lot of times we set ourselves up for failure just by being in certain places we don't need to be at. And I tend to have a bad uh habit of that when I was coming into the truth. I still wanted to be out in the streets. I still wanted to be out around certain people that I know I didn't need to be around. And sometimes, we're able to put ourselves in a situation where we understand that we can't do this no more. And then there's other times where the Most High will force you out of these situations. He'll force you not to deal with the people, or force you to not be around these types of environments. And whichever way it comes, it stings, but it's for our betterment. And that's what we have to understand. But let me go on and get this second question out the way so we can go ahead and get into some scriptures. The second question was, when you finally closed that door, what door opened for you?
Uh, can you hear me, KG?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. When I closed the door, it seemed like each door that I close, because I'm still closing doors in my walk with the Most High.
I
It
think
seems
we
like
all
I
are.
get
Go ahead.
it seems like I get more understanding of the word starts to come more clear
Mm-hmm.
than it did when I first came into the walk, or before the walk, before what I thought I understood of the Most High or whatever. But I'm getting it's like he's taking you through you know how you go through school, you go through grades, right? You go through levels. It seems like he
Mm-hmm.
takes you through levels every time a door closes. It seems like another door of understanding open. More for your spirit and discernments get sharper. It's just
Mm-hmm.
things that the fruits of the spirit, just things get sharper as each door of sin you close, and the more doors of righteousness of understanding starts to open up to you, and in this walk. That's just what I see in my walk. Maybe somebody else is different, but go ahead, bro.
Salakia. What I noticed about doors opening was, for every level that the Spirit of the Most High gave me the strength um, to close doors, I noticed elevation in the spirit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the closeness through the Ruach that I could feel when I pray, that I could feel when I study, that I could feel when I teach. And also, I saw the blessings upon my household. I saw my relationship with my rib start to get better. I saw my relationship with my children become stronger because of it. I was able to see an elevation in my decision making, which blessed my finances. Um, and I could just go on, but yeah, those are just a few.
All praise to that. I think for me, it was kind of a combination of what y'all both just said. One thing I really remember about my situation was it was painful for me. I'll be transparent and honest about it. It was painful for me because me being a person that genuinely loves people that I encounter, interact with, and having to let those things go, you feel like you're doing something wrong, but in all actuality, that's the Most High trying to lead you to something better. And like I said before, sometimes we don't realize that the doors that we have to close on our own will be as painful, or if he has to force us and close that door for us, the blessings that come behind the next door. I once I got away from all the things that I was doing, um, streetwise, I was blessed abundantly. Like Brother Steph said, my finances became consistent. I ain't have to look over my back anymore, over my shoulder for police and enemies. And I was able to obtain things that I couldn't obtain because I had the wrong people around me. And that's what I'll say for mine in a nutshell. I was able to gain everything that I was trying to gain from living a street life, came within a blink of within a matter of 2 to 5 years stepping away from it.
You know, I think this just me. Maybe I'm just asking y'all. It seemed like when the Most High called us, well, called us, but I'm speaking about me. He called me out of the world, and coming out of the world was a rocky transition to this
Hmm.
peace that I have now. I can't describe this peace that I have, this calmness, this peace of not worrying about what the world thinks. I
Right.
begin to understand the scriptures where he say, I chose you out of the world. He said, you are mine even before the foundation of the world. Now I'm starting to understand why certain people that come into this truth, we have a certain type of peace to ourselves, a calmness to ourselves. Do y'all feel like that?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just by myself.
No, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. Sometimes, Brother Mikael, the peace scare me because I'm so used to being in, I get
Chaos.
chaos, turmoil. I'm so used to being, um, I'm just, like when you have trained Joe, it's like the saying when they say to you, you've been in survival mode so long that you forget to turn it off when you get in peace, when you finally find peace. That's kind of how it was for me. Some days I kid you not. Some days I wake up today, and still feel that way, like shocked at how peaceful my life is. You would almost think that you live in a boring life, but you really not. You just didn't got away from all the things that was causing you pain.
You know what? Let me show you something. Now, this was Brother Stephen before the truth. He was coming into the truth. He was always worried about paying bills, having extra money, putting his kids through school. How he gonna do this? How he gonna do that? But when that brother when the Most High started to groom him up into the truth and bring him along, now he
Mm-hmm.
don't even worry about that. He has a peace. He said, man, I just paid all my bills. Guess what? I ain't got a dime in my name. I don't even care. I'm blessed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he say. I'm blessed anyway. I'm like, man, all praise it. He has a peace. He don't worry about the things he used to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about those things anymore. You know, we might say something about working too doggone much, but we have a peace to ourselves. When we hear about somebody done transition on to the next life. It used to bother the heck out of me. Used to bother the heck out of Brother Stephen. But now we hear about somebody transition, you know what we say? All praise to the Most High. That brother or that sister ain't got to deal with the chaos and the turmoil that this world put up on them, or the sickness
Mm-hmm.
that they. When we say all praise, see, that's a peace, because why? Through the scriptures, we start to understand that we have faith in what? The Most High, faith in the resurrection, faith in His Son, and we don't worry about those things because He told us in the scripture, uh, don't worry about the things that you need for tomorrow. Worry about today.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's peace. Go ahead, bro. I'm done. I want to start preaching.
Man, nah, you good, man.
Hey, the
Listen.
scripture the scriptures say that the birds of the air neither reap nor sow, but don't they have provision? Even
Mm-hmm.
the grass don't reap or sow. Don't it turn green in the spring? You know, it's like that's why the scriptures encourage us to study the ant. You know, study nature, study God's creation outside of man. Because
Mm-hmm.
every other creature that he created, they operate within their nature. And they at peace, except for us.
Very
But
true.
but when you keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments, it brings about peace. And you study his word and you know what the end gonna be, it'll give you peace. But I yield, Hebrew. Go ahead.
No, all praise for everybody. That was some good questions right there, but we got a lot of we got a lot out of them too. I like that. All praises for that. And shalom to you, Sister Veronica. I see you just chiming in. Shalom to you, sis. Man, let's get into these scripts, brothers. Let's go. Let's start with Isaiah 26:3. Basically, what we've been talking about for these past few minutes. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 3.
All right, give me 1 second.
All right.
Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee.
So we all had to get to that point where we had to let go. And when I say let go, I'm not just saying let go of the things that you was holding on to. I'm talking about letting go and letting God. Letting go and letting the most high work. We all had to get to that point. I know that I did. We all had to move ourselves out the way and trust in what he has for us. And that is also a part of this walk. That is a part of the transition of moving on to better things. That is a part of closing the doors that are not meant for you and opening the doors that the most high wants for us. Because I feel like we all can agree that the doors that the Most High has for us, sometimes they don't be the doors that we envision for ourselves, but these be the perfect doors for our life. And if we would just trust in Him, keep our mind in Him, like Brother Stephen just said, keep our mind on these statutes, laws, and commandments, like Brother Mikael just said, if we would just, the more we trust in Him, the more that we let go and close a door that is not needed for us, the more our relationship with the Most High increases, the more that is given to us knowledge wise, wisdom wise, spiritually wise, peace wise. And that's why I chose this script. I praise Sister Arlene. I seen okay, Mother Mary said that Isaiah 26 and 3 is a scripture that I recite daily. I praise to that. This is why I chose this for my foundation script, because this verse along with other things, is the key to opening those doors that the Most High has for us. And what we also got to understand is, brothers and sisters, if we would just focus on what the Most High has for us and be okay with that, along the way, some of the doors that was not dangerous to us, the Most High will open them for us anyway, especially if they was beneficial to us. But first, we have to humble ourselves before the Most High and follow what He has in store for us. Because at the end of the day, what He has in store for us is more important. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2, and we're going to read 1 through 9. And we can tag team this reading too, Brother Steph. Just let me know when you ain't able to, and I'll knock some of them out, or Brother Mikael will get them.
All
Give me
right,
about
so Rock
15.
chapter,
Give me about 15 minutes. I'll pull over. If you ain't got no reader,
Okay.
so
let me get to
Rock,
a safe
so Rock,
haven.
so Rock chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Mm-hmm.
Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire,
Mm-hmm.
and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy.
All praises to that. You know, I brought this script out because we've all faced temptation. We've all made mistakes. Sometimes we frown upon those mistakes. Well, sometimes we wish we would have never did this. We wish we would have never did that. But what we also have to understand is that a lot of these things that we went through throughout our daily lives up until this point was things that we had to go through. Because whether we was in the truth when we went through that door or we wasn't in the truth, one fact still remained. We all believed in the Most High to some extent. We just didn't have the proper connection that we needed, but we all believed. And who's to say that the mistakes that you made in your past wasn't the same doors that needed to be open and closed in order for you to get to where you are at today? Wise man said that when you make a mistake or when you do something wrong, it's not a loss, it's a lesson learned. I know when I went through a lot of doors in my life, and I keep using doors because that's the topic of the lesson, but just being honest, when I went through a lot of different transitions in my life, I made decisions sometimes off of impulse, sometimes off of anger, sometimes off of sadness, sometimes off of thinking that I was in control. But when I got into this truth, I realized that that was never me. It was only the Most High protecting me and allowing me to bump my head when it needed to be bumped. Some doors are meant for us to face temptation. Some doors are meant for us to deal with the pain and agony that comes from being disobedient. But as long as we didn't give up, as long as we didn't choose to believe in another God or go into a whole nother direction with our belief, our principles, trying our best to get close to the Most High, it led us to somewhere that would end up being more peaceful than where we started. Now let's get that. Let's stay in Sirach and get that chapter. Let's go to. Excuse me. Let's go to Sirach chapter 4. Let's read 11 through 17.
Sirach chapter 4 and verse 11. And it reads, Wisdom exalted her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the holy ones, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession.
Finish out with 17.
Okay? For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
See, this is proof. 11 through 17, for the sake of the lesson, is proof that the Most High has always been with us. We may not have made the right decisions all the time, but for those of us that He called, yes, man, we are talking about that wisdom. Wisdom is from above, wisdom is from the Most High. Wisdom is what led us to where we are now. See, verse 17 says, "For at the first you will walk with him by crooked ways." The crooked ways, when you taking a crooked path, you having to go left and right and curve this way and curve that way and go down a hill, go up a hill, go down another
Salakia.
hill. Go ahead.
And even then, you operating in wisdom, but it's your own wisdom.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir.
every man seeming wise in his own eyes.
Yes, sir. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
But go
And
ahead,
the
Blue.
scriptures do say, the wisdom of this world is foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the wisdom that we got to get away from.
That's right.
Because the wisdom of this
Do
world
y'all remember?
teach. Go ahead, bro.
Do y'all remember when we were growing up and we would love to hear the older men that would be drinking and smoking, and it would seem like they were so wise,
Yes, sir.
and we would just love to suck it up,
Yes,
and
sir.
and man, we thought they knew something, but they was teaching us the wisdom of the world.
Mm-hmm.
They was teaching us the wisdom on how to sell drugs and the wisdom on how to fornicate, commit adultery, to navigate through the world of crime. But in our eyes, at that time, that was wisdom.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's the crooked path as well. Go ahead.
We called it game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the game of the Most High is true wisdom. And the true wisdom leads you to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
See, that's wisdom. And along the way to the kingdom, true wisdom will allow you to live a life of peace, prosperity, love. You will get to experience love. You will get to experience the love of your children, the love of a woman, the love of your brothers and sisters. See, true wisdom will teach you. I made a mistake going that way the last time. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a right this time. Or no, I'm gonna take Yeshua Avenue this time.
Mm-hmm. That's that
Last
discipline right
time I
there.
took Satan Boulevard. See, that's what wisdom will do for you. See, wisdom will teach you that I get up in the morning, I get down on my knees, cry out to the Most High. I go to work. I come home, take care of my children, spend time with my rib, give me a good hot shower, eat me some supper, get my butt in the bed. Because guess what? In the morning, I got to get up and go do it all over again. But see, the wisdom of this world will tell you, you got up at 5 o'clock, you went to work, you get off work at 3:30. Man, I'm going to go holler at old boy and them. You get over there, they start drinking and smoking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make it home to 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You don't get into bed till 12. You got to be up at 4. You got to be at work at 5. Now you get to work. Guess what? You grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
You irritated. You angry. You still smell and feel like whiskey and marijuana. And your boss man come through and say the wrong thing to you. Guess what you going to do? You going to spaz out on it. Now you sitting at home with a mad wife and no job. See, that's what the wisdom of this world will get you.
That's right, Hebrew.
Those are the type of decisions that I used to make. Man, you been out saying to me. I'll cuss him out. I don't care about losing my job. That's a fool.
Mm-hmm. Sister Veronica said that's self-sabotage, and that's exactly right.
But see,
That's right.
that's the wisdom of this world, brother Stephen. The wisdom of this world don't teach you consequences and judgment of the Most High. But see, this wisdom that the Most High is teaching us in these scriptures that Brother KG is bringing out, the wisdom teaches us judgment. It teaches us to judge every matter, judge every thought through the scriptures. Because the scriptures in Deuteronomy 32 and 4 say that the Most High, all his ways is judgment. Ain't all his ways is in the scriptures?
Yes, sir.
That's what the wisdom of the Most High is to do for us. Did he not say we were going to judge nations? How are we going to judge nations? Through the wisdom of this world or through the wisdom of the Most High? That's what wisdom teaches us. How to judge
That's right.
our matters. How to
That's
judge
right, bro.
our thoughts. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I just seen brothers and sisters, I believe Mother Mary is trying to learn um some of the Hebrew words because she's saying acronyms, and I don't see acronyms on here. I see us using the Hebrew words. If anybody would if anybody could, because I'm still learning myself, but for our brothers and sisters in the chat that's you know our Hebrew language pretty good, would y'all mind sharing that with Mother Mary, just giving her the rundown on, like, Ak, Aki, Akoti, anything? I think she'll appreciate anything. I think that's what she's trying to say right there.
I
I think
think
What
that's what
KG
she's
trying
saying.
to say, what KG trying to say, why he's saying Mother Mary. KG saying, help my mama.
Man, hey
That's my
man.
mama.
She want to learn. I know what she's trying to say because she said something about it earlier. I'm just trying to help her on out a little bit.
Hey,
Help
Help her
we
my
go
on out a
ahead.
mama.
bit.
Hey, we go ahead and get Tubi up here with a lesson to teach them Hebrew words to our audience, cause Tubi know them Hebrew words pretty good. Hmm.
Any
But go ahead, bro.
anything will help, man. I appreciate that, brother Tuvi. I think we all still learning, Sister Arlene. I know I am. I ain't gonna front. I know I'm still learning, but hey, anything will help. So if y'all, any Hebrew words that we know, drop them in the chat for Mother Mary so she can get
Yeah.
hip to the Hebrew language.
Hey,
With
be
the
like
definition.
brother Stephen when he was up there in Selma, Tennessee when he was praying. He said Bahushima Mashiach. Boy, he butchered that one day, boy. But hey, he got it now. He know how to say it now.
Hey, you gotta fake it till you make it, baby.
Hey, that's right, Hebrew.
Hey, whoa, we stopped at 17. Okay. Hey, Steph, read 18 through 22 in chapter 4 of Sirach.
All right. So Rock 4 and 18. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own ruin. You said to 19?
22, 22.
Okay, okay. Observe the opportunity, and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fail.
See, now how many of us, this is just a quick question, a quick yes or no. That's all you got to give me. How many of us have been in a situation where we seen somebody else do something that we thought that we should have been doing, or we thought that we were capable of doing, and we tried to go down that same path and it didn't work for us like it worked for them? How many of us has anybody went through that? If you have, just say yes. If you haven't, say no. But I feel like we all have. I know I have.
Yeah,
I
that's
brought
called going down a door or going down someone else's path that wasn't meant for you. That's what that's
exactly,
called. Go ahead.
exactly, exactly. That's why that's why I wanted to bring this out. In 19 it says, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. That's what happened a lot of times when we get the feeling that we went through the wrong door or we chose the wrong opportunity because we were not aware of the evil. We wasn't ready for what was on the other side of the door. And once we got on the other side and the door closed behind us, hey, you ain't got nothing to do but deal with it now because you chose to walk this thing out the way that you did. Well, you chose the door, I should say, and now you have to deal with what's on the other side of the door. Um, and then also in 22 it says, "Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall." I know in my lifetime there has been plenty of times where brothers or um, people that I thought were my friends when I was in the world told me, "Hey man, you need to man, you should try this, man. You getting money like this, you need to try this, man. Man, you need to go, hey, you need to go deal with her, man. She like this, she like that. Man, you should try this drug out, man. This drug had you doing this and doing that." Just because somebody else did it didn't mean that we had to do it, but sometimes we did it anyway because we wanted to experience it or we just wanted to be cool, whatever the reason was that caused you to go through a door that you wasn't supposed to go through.
Salakia, bro.
Go ahead.
Can I get a script?
Yes, sir.
Let me get Revelation chapter 3, and read verse 7 and 8.
All right. Get the Revelation chapter 3 and verse 7 in its red letter. "And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name."
So, not every door is opened by the Most High God, which is what you were just saying, Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
And not every closed door is closed by the Most High God. And not every closed door is a loss.
That's very true.
Um, I just want to just take a couple of minutes to talk about what doors mean, right?
Bring it up.
What does door mean in the Bible? Well, there are several different things that the door means in the Bible. In the scriptures, you will find out that a door represents opportunity in the
Mm-hmm.
Bible. He said, "I shut at the door and I opened the door." That's Christ, right? He said, "The
Mm-hmm.
door that I shut, no man can open it. And the door that I open it, no man can close." So door represents opportunity in the book. Door also represents access to something.
Mm-hmm.
The door represents authority. The door also represents judgment. Because when we get to the kingdom, we got to go through what to get into it? The door. We got to get through the gate.
That's right.
But I'm going to call it a door. Doors also represent what? Protection. Because when we make it home, we had a saying growing up: I can't run any further than home. Once I get home and close my door,
Mm-hmm.
if you bother me from that point on, I can't run no further now. Because that door is my protection. Now, if you come in that door, it's going to be a problem and consequences. So that door also represents protection. And another thing that the door represents in the scriptures is separation. Because if you on one side of the door, KG, and I'm on the inside of the door, that means that we're what? We're separated.
That's right.
Let me get second Esdras. No, let me get Genesis chapter 7 and verse 16.
All right. Genesis chapter 7 and verse 16. And they that went in, male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in.
Okay, now we all know that this is talking about Noah, right?
Right.
This is talking about the ark. So what did this door do? This door was a door of protection. This door was a door of opportunity. That door on that ark represented a lot of things, KG. That door on that ark represented opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Because Noah and his 3 sons and their wives and their mother, they were given a second opportunity to populate the earth again. That door gave them access, but it gave everybody else separation. That door gave them authority. Everybody else on the other side didn't have authority. That door gave them a lot of different things that nobody else had. It says the door of the ark is what we're talking about right here. We see that it wasn't even closed up by Noah. The Most High closed the door. Noah didn't close that door, KG.
That's right.
Give me second Esdras chapter 7 and read verse 2 and 3.
All right. 1 second. You said second Esdras. I ain't hear the chapter and verse.
Chapter 7.
Okay.
Just read 1 through 3.
Okay. Second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I have come to tell thee. And I said, My God, speak. And he said to me, The sea is set in a wide place, whose depth is immeasurable.
Was that verse 3?
Yeah, that was verse 3 right there.
Okay, so a narrow passage is before them. If the city be entered, then is the possession of life. So the point that I want to make from this is doors determine who enters life and who remains outside. Who enters life and who remains outside. Christ told us, he said, I'm the truth, the way, and the life. Nobody gets to the Father but by me. Christ is a door. I know a lot of people don't look at him like that. Well, Christ was a human. Yeah, he was a human, but he's the door. He's the way to the Father.
Yes, sir.
Without him, you can't even get to the Father.
That's right.
Give me couple more scriptures. Give me First Corinthians chapter 18 and verse 9.
You said First Corinthians 18 and 9.
That's right.
All right. You want first? You want 16 and 9? Cause that's the last one. What is it? Yeah, that's the last one.
First Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 9.
Yeah, I thought you said 18. Man, my bad.
No,
I'm
no, no,
tripping.
no, 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 no.
I'm
16 and
tripping.
9.
Yeah, I'm tripping. All right. First Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 9. For a great door and an effectual, Salaki, for a great door and effectual is open unto me, and there are many adversaries.
So open doors can often come with opposition. Open doors come with opposition and not always comfort. Because when we think about a door being open to us, we think about a job opportunity, we think about a promotion, but that's not always the case,
Mm-hmm.
which is the point that you were just making a while ago. But I'll yield right there, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Uh, Let me see
Hey,
where.
that was a good point, brother Stephen. I like that, bro.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
like that.
Yes, sir. I want to go to Galatians. Let's go to Psalms. Just let's go to Psalms 107, Steph, and we're gonna read 10 through 20. Just adding on to what, just giving another example of what you were just saying. Because, like you just said, some doors, we think doors equal, job opportunities or financial gain. Sometimes a door can be open to make your health better. Sometimes a door can be open to find that peace in which you've been longing for. You just didn't have the proper understanding on which route to go about obtaining that peace, or the actual idea of what it looked like.
All right. Psalms 107 and verse 10. Such as sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, being bound in affliction and iron, because they rebelled against the words of Yah and contemned the counsel of the Most High. Therefore, he brought down their hearts with labor. They fell down, and there was none to help them. Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distress. He brought them out of the darkness and the shadow of death, and break their bands in sunder. Oh, that men would praise the Lord for his goodness and for his wonderful works to the children of men. For he had broken the gates of brass and cut the bars of iron in sunder. Fools, because of their transgression and because of their iniquity, are afflicted. Their soul abhorreth all manner of meat, and they draw near unto the gates of death. Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble, and he saveth them out of their distresses. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction.
Now, King Solomon was talking about past afflictions of the forefathers, of things that they have went through being in captivity. But let's correlate this with what we're talking about right now. Do you remember that point right before um you fully submitted to the Most High? You remember how broken you was?
Mm-hmm.
how fed up you was, how irritated you was, that storm that you was going through right before he saved you from your destructions, right before he saved you from your distresses. You probably broke down crying. I know I did. I broke down crying, and I'm just tired of it, man. I was tired of feeling like I was losing. I used that. This is what I wanted to bring out of Psalms 107 because this correlates back to what we was talking about in Sirach 4 about us making certain decisions that led us down the wrong path and continuously making those same decisions, which brings in the iniquities and the transgressions. Because at some
Brother,
point we go ahead.
uh, man, speaking on that, I know that I've shared this before, but man, in my 20s on into my early 30s, KG,
Hmm.
man, I stayed in jail. I'm talking about, bro. It was my second home. I stayed in jail for one reason or another. It was just like, man, the Most High was breaking me, bro. He was like, I'm I'm gonna break you one way or the other. Man, every single time I went to jail for an extended amount of time, and I have had some extended times, I had a Bible study, I had a prayer call, and I taught the Bible every Sunday in jail. Even the guards and the police respected my Bible studies and stuff in jail. I didn't ask for that. The Most High he made me do it.
Hey,
Even when I was in prison at the age
mhm.
of 18, my journey started then. And I made a promise to the Most High that if he would get me through that, that I would give him my life. When I came home, I broke that promise. Time after time after time after time, I broke it. And every time I broke it, he put me back in there. Every time. Until it just got to the point where I said, okay, I got you. And bro, I haven't been back. Ever since I held up for the promise that I made to the Most High, I ain't been back. Not one time.
Well, see, I'm glad that you actually expounded on that again because that's perfect for what we bringing out tonight. And the reason why I say that is because, see, look at it like this: every decision has two doors to it. Every decision has two opportunities to it. And when you keep picking the wrong one, that right one is always there. You just keep picking the wrong one. And sometimes the Most High will put you in situations to show you, and it's and it's all in what he wants. It's all how he designed it. But the whole time you kept going back to jail in your story, brother Steph, you noticed that every majority every time that you went, that you was teaching. You noticed every time that you went, he had you ministering to other people that was broken. Even the prison, the policeman earned respect for you because of the
Every
way
time.
that was him showing you the door that he wanted you to take. You just was taking the wrong door.
That's
And
right. That's right.
that's the prime example of what we have all went through. You know how many times my mother has told me, I see you being a pastor. I see you being a preacher. I see you being a teacher. You're so well spoken. I go other places, man. You have a certain voice to you that catches people's attention, man. You ought to be a speaker. Every time I heard that, I ran away from it. Nah, I'm not finna be no pastor. Nah, I don't want to be no preacher. I'm not finna be in front of people telling lies and so on and so forth. This is the stuff that I used to say. Then one day, I was at my lowest. I had no choice. They had to do the same thing that Brother Steph did. I made a promise to the Most High that if he got me out of the situation that I was dealing with at that time, that I would be obedient to whatever it is that he wanted me to do. And look where it ended me up at. Right back teaching.
KG,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what broke me. Because in my earlier part of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had my first child, and it kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I was still doing music. I was still traveling from state to state, performing on stages, living that life. You
Mm-hmm.
know what come with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't I had surrendered myself to the Most High, but I reneged on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when that last time, my baby boy, the youngest one, I stayed gone for 6 months to
Mm.
the day. When he came home from school, he was in the first grade. I was sitting on the porch waiting on him. Because what y'all got to understand is the way that I am with my children is kind of different. I was everything to my kids. Like I was their father, I was their friend. I did everything with my kids. So when I came up missing for 6 months, he didn't really understand. All he knew was his best friend was gone. My hero gone. When he off of that,
Thank your head still. You went out, Brother Steph. I can't hear you.
Did he go out? Or
Yeah, I
just
think
me?
so.
Can you hear me, KG?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think that's Brother Steph.
Okay. I think somebody called him and knocked him off.
Probably what it was. He'll probably be back in here in just a second. While we waiting
Well, hey,
on
I
Go
got
ahead.
something, Hebrew. Now, I
Bring it
want
up.
this. I'm talking about Michael Welsh right here now. Mikael. I'm talking about me. When you read the book of Ecclesiastes, which is known as the book of Sirach, when you read the book of Proverbs, these are the and the wisdom of Solomon. These are the books of wisdom. It teach you life situations and on how to handle these things, right? Okay, brother Steph
Mm-hmm.
back. I'm gonna let him have the flow back.
go ahead for a second, Mike.
Uh, what happened to KG? All right, mute up right quick, Steph. You got your background noise.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, finish your point.
Okay. The point that I was gonna make was when my baby got off of that bus that day and I saw his face, something broke in me that day. And I knew that the Most High was using my child to teach me a lesson, bro. And it brings tears to my eyes right now just to even talk about it because that boy, I loved him so much. I never, ever wanted to see that look on his face again. That's what changed me, bro. It broke my heart, man, to see the look on my baby face. And the Most High got his ways of opening doors, and he got his ways closing doors. And on that day, The Most High closed that door for me. He closed that door for me, man, and my life changed. And I just give him all praise, honor, and glory, man, because I'm better because of it.
Man, all
But I,
praises.
I yield.
Nah,
I
praise
yield,
to
bro.
it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother Mikael. Finish what you were saying. Then I'll come
All right,
behind you.
Hebrew. So I was saying that, you know, when you read the book of Ecclesiastes, which is on the book of Sirach, and then you have the book of the Wisdom of Solomon and the Proverbs.
Mm.
These are the books of wisdom. They teach you life situations, how to go, we're going through what doors to open and what doors not to open. So remember back in this lesson, Brother Stephen brought up the older men that used to sit up under the tree and they had worldly wisdom about dealing with women and doing all the other things in the world. But I'm going to talk about me listening to the worldly wisdom of how to deal with women and the doors I open dealing with women and not dealing with women according to the scriptures. I'm going to show you what I mean. This is the door that Mikael opened and that he's still paying for these consequences today. Can you give me Proverbs 6, 23 through 26? Proverbs chapter 6, 23 through 26.
All right. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To
See,
keep
the scriptures going to give us instructions on what women to deal with and what women not to deal with. Go ahead.
verse 24, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
See, I was brought down low to a piece of bread, meaning I'm on child support because I chose to listen to the flesh. I chose to listen to the wisdom of this world. And look, I got caught up listening to a strange woman with flattery lips, and I was brought down to a piece of bread. You're going to get brought down very low. One last verse, Hebrew. I'm just showing you the doors that I open, not listen to the word, to these scriptures of the Most High, this wisdom. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23 in the Apocrypha. That's the bit of book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 23, one verse. And I'm done
All right.
after this.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
See, I was given, because I was wicked. I was a wicked man. My portion was given over. I had to receive a wicked woman. Now I got kids with this woman. Because that's the door I open instead of going after a virtuous and righteous woman. These are doors that you don't want to open, brothers and sisters. When they say, when I used to, I don't know if y'all know this, but time past, I said, you with who you with because that's who you supposed to be with. Because of that scripture right here. I was awarded that Hebrew, a wicked in my first marriage. I was brought down to a piece of bread, brother. Child support for 20 years, 21 years. Now it's 21 years. These are scriptures in this book that gives you wisdom on how to walk and deal with women, the righteous women. And if you want to go against the wisdom of the Most High, He's going to show you what's going to happen to you. Like you're going to be given over to a wicked man or a wicked woman. You got your choice. And I just want to show these are the doors that I don't want to see our young brothers open, that I done open. But go ahead, bro.
Praise to that, brother. Appreciate the testimony. I'm gonna give mine. We gonna brother Steph, get Sirach chapter 3, and I'm gonna read. Well, get
Grab
Sirach 3 and read.
that one for
Can you
me,
hear me?
Hebrew.
Okay.
Yeah, grab that one for me, Hebrew.
All right, brother Miguel, you able to read? If not, I can grab it. All right. Before I read that, I just want to give my testimony. Choosing to me being totally honest, me being completely transparent. I didn't have to live the life that I chose to live. I had my parents took good care of me. My parents gave me plenty of opportunities to be something greater than what I chose to be. Um, but I made the decisions that I made because I felt like I had a point to prove. I felt like um this was what would work for me. So I ran with it. I ran with it to the point where I almost lost my life on a couple occasions. Whether it was to the prison system or violence, so on and so forth. Right before I got into the truth, and I've said this before, but I say it again. Right before I got into the truth, I was facing 20 years of life on one charge and 10 years on another charge. I got my rib in trouble as well. She was facing 10 to 15 just because she was with me. But the moment that what changed me was realizing that I had to look my rib in the face every day and see her, not knowing if I'm gonna make it out the situation that I'm gonna make it out of, seeing people tell her that they don't need to be with me, knowing that my mother and my father laid in their beds at night crying, not knowing if I was going to get killed because of what happened in the situation I'm talking about, or I was gonna spend the rest of my life in prison. On top of me still being in the streets, me still um doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. Me knowing the money that I lost behind that one decision, behind that one door that got open, I lost almost everything. And I almost took everybody that I loved down with me as well because of my disobedience, of my hard headedness, of me thinking that I was always in control and I dictated what happened and what didn't happen. I called the shots. That one situation humbled me. And I made a promise then as well that I didn't want to go through this ever again in my life. It was so bad, y'all. People would be talking bad about my rib, saying that she was going because at the time she would end up being pregnant with my first son. I remember hearing people say in the streets that my rib would she was gonna have my son in prison because everybody thought that we was gonna end up in prison. And like I'll never forget the day that I heard that and how it bothered me so much. And these was just one of many things that helped me realize that I need to turn my life around. And hearing Brother Steph and Brother Mikael get a testimony, it made me want to bring that out because I remember those painful moments that got me to where I'm at now. And you don't realize it when you're going through it because you're so caught up on the stress and things is the pain that's coming with it. But it was those very moments that brought me closer to the Most High because I didn't have nobody to lean on other than my family, other than my rib. All my friends abandoned me. All the people I ever made money with were nowhere to be found. Couldn't help me, not consistently. So I didn't have anything to lean on other than the Most High. But this was just a full circle moment, like we used with Brother Stephen example with him going in and out of jail. The Most High will keep putting you in the same place to make the right decision. It's just up to you to make that right decision. And when you finally make that right decision, all things become simple, less complicated. Things that you was trying to
Hebrew,
gain on your own get obtained. Go ahead, Brother Steph.
it's like it's like the Most High give you a test,
Right.
and that door is right before the test is right before the door. Now, whether you pass this test or you fail this test determines if this door is going to be closed to you or open to you, or open to you or closed to you. If you pass this test or not, it determines your elevation. It determines your position in life. It
Mm-hmm.
determines if your name gets dragged through the mud, if your name gets put in the book of life, or if you're going to be turned over to a reprobate.
Mm-hmm.
But some of us get to take the test more than other people because some of us can fail and fail and fail and fail and fail. But because of what he spoke over you before your life was even brought into existence, you keep getting these chances. But some people only get one chance. Some people only get two. Some people may get three or four or five. But there are some of us that he got so many chances for us to fail this test or pass this test. But if you fail it, you got to go all the way back to the start line all over again. You'll work your way back up to the test. You'll fail. He'll put you all the way to the back of the line again.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work your way. And that was my life, bro. I just kept failing and failing and failing. And you will come to the point to where you will feel like a failure. You will come to the point to where you will start to question, why am I even here for?
Mm-hmm.
You will come to the point to where you just want to give up. But when the Most High got a calling on your life, bro, you can't give up. When the Most High have already predestined what it is that you're going to be, you don't have no other choice but to be that. Now, if he got to keep on busting your head to the white meat to get you there, you're going to get your head busted that many times.
Yes, sir. You sure right. Sure right.
And it's painful. It's hurtful. It's frustrating. It's it's demoralizing. It's sad. But when you finally pass the test, oh man,
I know that's right.
when you finally pass the test,
Hey, when you finally pass that test.
man, hey, when you pass that test, one door gonna be open and a whole lot of other doors gonna get shut. And it's the Most High doing the shit. You know why? Because that person that's gonna lead you back to that back of that line again, the Most High said, nope, not this time. Boom.
That's
That
right.
alcohol or that drug that kept dragging you down, when it get ready to come, the Most High said, nope, boom. That's over with for him. When that money or that woman come knocking at the door, the Most High said, boom. He done with that. My child done been to the back of the line too many times. I done punished them enough. And that's what we have to get to, bro. That's the place we have to reach. Some of us reach it earlier than others. Some of us never get it.
Right, bro. Absolutely right. And I'm just thankful that we all, hey, we got to that, we hey, we hit the mark for what we for that moment. Our praises for that. I was in Ciroc. Let's get some more scripts going. I see. Okay, we got I still got a little time. Got a little time. Uh Bro Steph, you still unable to read, or you can read now.
Nah, get that one for me. Give me a minute.
Okay. We're gonna read Sirach chapter 3, and we're just gonna read 18 through 20. Sirach chapter 3, verse 18 through 20. And verse 18 says, The greater thou art, the more humble the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Sometimes we go through situations in our life, and we get the big head. That's what I'm gonna call it. We get the big head. We forget to say thank you, Yahweh, for making that happen for me. Because it was him. It wasn't us. It was him working through us. It was never us. And that causes us to get the big head. That causes us to put ourselves at a higher place than where we ought to be. And that also can cause you to go through the wrong doors because you feel like you did what was necessary in order to accomplish whatever it was that you accomplished. But see, when we when he brings us back from that high-headedness, that high-mindedness, and brings us back to humility, which is humility is what we all need in order to get closer to the most high as well. That's one of those key components. But when he brings us from having a big head back to a humble state, he's able to deal with you. He's able to, like Brother Steph said, once you finally pass that test, in the midst of you passing that test, I promise you, you had to find a sense of humility about the situation and take it more serious. Once you started taking it more serious, you then got to a point where you could finally pass that test. Once you finally pass that test, now he opens up doors for you where he can deal with you on a different level than what he was dealing with you. Now you don't have to go to the back of the line anymore. You can keep on pressing through. You can keep on going through the next state. You can keep on going to the next test. But until you humble yourself, you normally be spinning wheels. Now, if you want to choose, if you choose to put yourself in the world and just have a worldly mindset, it can tend to be different. But when you are on the Most High's time and when you are searching for what the Most High has for you, you have to come with a sense of humility. As a matter of fact, while I'm on humility, let's go to Galatians. Let's go to Galatians chapter 6. Let's go to Galatians chapter 6, and we're just gonna read 1 through 7.
All right, I got
All right.
you. It says, Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Verse 3 said, For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. We all don't have the moments where we deceived ourselves.
Hmm.
We done all had that moment where we thought we was Himothy, Mr. Him or her, or whichever one you prefer. But we've all had that moment where we thought we was too big for our britches, and it caused us to stumble.
It got too
And
big for your britch.
yes, sir, yes, sir. And a lot of us, so the Bible tells us that if you have a few friends, a handful of friends, you are blessed. Some of us didn't have those until we got into this walk where you could actually depend on somebody to hold you accountable for the things that you know that you ain't supposed to do and move correctly because they want to see you do better. And I'm bringing this part of the scriptures out for the nice lesson to explain this. We all have a goal in which we are trying to achieve by taking this walk. That goal is to reach salvation. That goal is to reach the kingdom. So when we are in these situations and our brothers are correcting us, our sisters are trying to better us by correcting us, by checking us for something that we may have did wrong or did incorrectly or not all the way right, that's them helping you get through the next door. Because the Most High may want you to get this under control so he can take you to that next level. So why not work together, brothers and sisters, to help each other level up? I appreciate Brother Mikael, Brother Cortez, Brother Steph, Brother Dark. These are a few brothers that I know. We call each other, we talk to each other about situations that's going on in our lives, and we give each other proper counsel, not because we trying to make the other person look bad, make the other person feel like he don't know anything or we always right and so on and so forth, but because we want to see that brother do better. We want to see that sister do better. And that is also a part of this walk where we are at now, because it's certain doors you are going to have somebody that's, hey, you going to fail that test, but you're going to need that brother or sister say, get up, do it again. Get up, do it again. Get up, do it again. All right, now you finally got it. Now that you got it, we got to go do this. That's what that reproof and correction is all about. Making sure that we be stronger together. It's not about ego. See, and I have to say this, and when you are in the world, a lot of people try and give you game because they want to be the big muggity mug. They want to act like they know everything. They want to act like they are the ones that you can come to and they got everything going on. They hip on all the stuff that's going on in the world, and they always seem to know the next move about what's going to happen in somebody else's situation. But that type of wisdom, that type of help is totally different, because that help only helps you get something for that moment in the world. But when we doing this in this walk, man, that one thing that you correct in your life could probably open up so many doors for you in the next level. Meanwhile, I'm also getting a blessing by staying true to the word, because we supposed to help one another. Finish that out.
You know what, Hebrew?
Come on with it.
As long as we're in these earthly vessels,
Hmm.
as long as we got on these sin suits, there's going to be one door after another one test after another
Hmm.
one level up, two levels down, three levels up, four levels down, five levels up, six levels down. And the reason why is because this is a spiritual battle that we in.
Yes, sir. That's
And
right.
regardless to what anybody might say, nobody passes every test.
That's right.
Nobody continues to have doors open, 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 open. Everybody fails sometimes.
I think they can. I think Sister Arlene said she can barely hear you still.
Okay? Every door that you get to is not going to be an open door. Some of those doors are going to get shut in your face.
Yep.
Some of these tests, you're going to fail. Like right here in Galatians 6 and verse 4, it says, but let every man prove his own work. And then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden.
Mm-hmm.
Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. So this is a constant fight until the Most High give us rest. So it's going to be doors closed. It's going to be doors open. It's going to be tests that you pass. There's going to be tests that you fail. But the race is not given unto the strong or to the swift, but unto the one that endures unto the end.
That's right.
So that's what we got to focus on. We can't focus on the sprint. We got to focus on the marathon. Because that's what we run in Hebrew. We running a marathon.
That's absolutely right, bro.
But go ahead, I yield.
Hey,
Nah,
Hebrew,
we.
that Galatians 6:1. I'm gonna read
Mm,
that again, KG. It's something that I want to bring out. It said, "Brethren, if any man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted." I ain't gonna call this brother name, but he went through a situation, and we counseled the brother. And we came through him in the spirit of meekness. Now here's the thing. Here's the catch-22. It's the last part of that Galatians 6:1. Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. We all, even when we counseling our brothers and sisters in the spirit of meekness, showing them what they faults and restoring them and building them back up in the faith, in the spirit of the Most High. Don't you know we got to be careful as well, because we could be tempted of the same thing?
mm-hmm.
And how I know this to be true, because I see some brothers boast themselves against another brother in their fault. And then I turn around and see that same brother that boasted themselves, oh, you still dealing with that? Fall into the same situation. This is why you got to be careful not to boast or pick, or I would say the words y'all can understand. You shouldn't pick on your brothers and sisters that still dealing with certain faults, because you yourself can fall into that same situation. And you're going to be wanting that same mercy and be shown that same meekness as well. But I yield right there, Hebrew. I just wanted to bring that out.
All praise to that. Let me see where I want to go. Let's go to Sirach. Let's go back to Sirach. I just want Sirach 1, and let's get 20 through 23.
Hold on, Hebrew. I'm finna get it for you. I had to
You
go in the
said
back and
20
get the.
through 23.
Yeah.
All right, so Sirach chapter 1 and verse 20. And it reads, the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. You know, now we've talked about what it means to have the fear of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the fear of the Lord comes commandment keeping.
Mm-hmm.
With the fear of the Lord comes obedience. You know,
That's right.
so that's where the long life comes from.
Yes, sir.
Because if we want to live, the Bible tells us to keep the commandments. All right, verse 21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sin, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. A furious man cannot be justified, For the sway of his fury shall be his destruction.
Read 23 with it, bro.
A patient man will tear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him.
Now just imagine how life would have been if we would have let the Most High guide every step, guide every decision. Just imagine how life would be if we would have been patient and only wanted the things that the Most High wanted for us. Imagine that.
Hmm.
Now, there's probably some of us that was able to do that. Hey, if you was able to do that, more power to you. All praise be to the Most High. I'm happy for you because you didn't have to go through the turmoil and chaos that I went through. So I'm happy for you. But for those that didn't, imagine how life would be. Imagine how much easier it would have been. Imagine how much further you probably would be, not just financially, but spiritually, in your peace, emotionally, physically, every aspect of your life, from greatest to least. Imagine how much more simple life would have been if you would have been patient and waited on what the Most High had for you. See, the Most High don't always move he don't always move on your time. He does things when it's appropriate. He does things when it's time for it to be done, meaning that you're not going to mess it up unless he's setting you up for one of them situations where you can fumble your blessing by thinking that you did it and not giving reverence to him. Other than that, just imagine how more simple life would be if we would just be patient and move when the Most High tell us to move. Don't you know how many hurdles you would probably not have to jump? How many situations we would have dodged? How much knowledge we would have obtained from then to this point now?
Mm.
Just food for thought. That's right, Sister Runner. I know you're right about that. I know you're right about that. If I could go back in time with the brains I got, with the knowledge I know now, whew, I know you're right about that. Hey, I got a couple things I want to take back. I ain't gonna lie, not necessarily take back, but if I could rearrange some things, I would. I most certainly
Hey, I'm gonna
would.
go so far to say I want to take back. Hey, it's a lot of stuff I take back, Hebrew.
I feel you.
If,
Boy, what
if
you
I could
see?
go backwards through some of them doors that the Most High done closed in time,
Mm.
man, I would have never took my first drink of alcohol. I would have never smoked that first blunt I ever smoked. I would
Mm.
have never, man. It's so many nevers, bro.
I know this right.
Hey KG, hey KG. You know when you read that Galatians 6,
mm.
uh, 1 through I think 5, you read.
Yeah, I think we got the six. Yeah, I think we got. Yeah, I
You
think we
see,
got the six.
okay, now in verse 3 it says, "For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself." See, that's a man that exalts himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this same chapter over here in the Sirach chapter 1, I'm going to read verse 30. See, this is what I was talking about when you open this door of exalting yourself and picking on your brothers and sisters that's still dealing with certain things. Like it said in Galatians 6 and 1. At the end of that, it says, "Consider thyself, lest thou be tempted." See, the Most High will expose you. Now, this is a door we don't want to open. So, brothers and sisters, like the brothers were saying, KG and Brother Stephen were saying, be humble. Show humility.
Hey, bro,
Be humble.
Mikael.
Go ahead.
Hey, I ain't trying to cut you off, Hebrew, but if you don't mind, in because it's just in my spirit, let's kind of try to stay away from that kind of topic for just a little while. Kind of let the spirit of the
Okay.
Most High kind of simmer down everything a little bit because um we know the climate right now, and I'm not trying to restrict your speech or nothing like that, but just so that it's not any type of misunderstanding or anybody can misconstrue what your words are saying, and I know you mean well, and I know you don't mean no harm, but just so that it can't be said that we taking shots at anybody. For
I
right
wasn't
now,
taking
let's just
shots at nobody.
no, I know you wasn't, bro. I know you wasn't. But I don't even want to leave room for Satan to even try to twist your words up.
All right, I got you.
So if you don't mind, let's kind of just try to stay away from that. If you don't mind, if you could just do that for me, I appreciate it.
All right, Hebrew.
Let's go ahead. Well, I see I got 5 minutes left. Let's go ahead and close it out. I wanna let's go to Philippians chapter 4, and we're gonna read down. Let's start at 11. Let's just start at 11. I'm gonna try and make it a 19. If not, wherever the spirit take us, it take us.
What scripture
Philippians
you said, Hebrew?
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 11.
Oh, hold on, I got you, Hebrew. Philippians. Hold on, let me get there.
Go ahead.
Okay. Philippians chapter what? 4,
4 and 11. We're gonna read the 19.
11 through 19. All right. Now that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound everywhere. And in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ which strengthen me. Notwithstanding, ye have well done and did communicate with my affliction. Now ye Philippians know also that in the beginning of the gospel, when I departed from Macedonia, no church communicated with me as concerning giving and receiving, but ye only. Even in Thessalonica, I think that's how I say it. I think I said Thessalonica, ye sent once and again unto my necessity, not because I desire a gift, but I desire fruit that may abound to your account. But I have all, but I have all and abound. I am full, have received of the KG Epirodius, Epirodius.
No,
Is
you
that how they
got it.
say it?
Yeah, Epirodius.
Epirodius,
Epirodius.
the
Yes, sir.
thing, Epirodius, the things which were sent from you, an odor of sweet smell, a sacrifice acceptable, well pleasing to Yah. But Yah shall supply all your need according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus.
See, when you get patient, when you become patient and you step out the way, when you remove yourself from in front of the door and allow the Most High to walk you through the door, you don't have to worry about these things. See, when we was opening and closing the doors ourselves, we had to worry about these things. We had to worry if we was making the right decision. But when you step out the way and you let the Most High guide your steps, your daily walk, every breath, every thought, every second, millisecond, when you let Him guide it, you don't have to really do too much. You have to push through. But what I'm saying is that everything becomes simple. Like I was saying, if you would just be patient and let the Most High work in your favor, instead of thinking that you have to do every single thing on your own. Now, don't get it misconstrued. There are things that we still have to do, even while being patient. Being patient is doing something. Stepping out the way so the Most High can work in your favor is doing something. Being obedient to do that to begin with is doing something. There's still action that is involved in order for us to allow the Most High to guide our steps. But if you are being guided, that means you still have to walk. You still have to walk and not worry about what's coming behind it. Not worry about whether this is the right decision or not. See, when you step out the way and let the Most High do it, it just makes things more simple and you don't have to worry about anything. And if you're not at that point, this should be something that you strive to get to, because when you get to this point, it makes things less complicated. You can focus more on the statutes, laws, and commandments, praying, fasting, giving alms deeds, being with your brothers and sisters, helping your brothers and sisters any way they need help. It becomes more simple. And this walk is already difficult. Being in this world, being in this sinful body is already difficult. Why not make it as simple as it can be? And as I close, the ultimate door that we are all striving to get. Mikael, go to Psalms 119. Go to Psalms 119 and read verse 166. The ultimate door that we are striving to get, brothers and sisters, is salvation. We came this far. We're still pushing through in hopes of making it through that gate that Brother Stephanie brought up earlier in the lesson. We are still
And what is
striving to make it to
salvation?
the end.
What is salvation, KG?
Man, to get out of this captivity, to get away from
That's
all
right.
these people that we have thought was our friends for so long, whatever you want to call them, whatever you may have called them. Once I realized they was the
Captivity
enemy,
is
yeah,
deliverance from your enemies.
that's exactly right. Once I realized who was who, oh, I knew what to pray for then. Hey, I knew what
Salvation.
direction to point for.
That's
I knew
right,
what time
Hebrew.
it was.
Is that
But
That's right.
66 or 166?
166, Salakia,
Uh,
166.
all right. Lord, I have
Salvation. Go ahead.
okay. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation and done thy commandments.
All right. Now give me Isaiah 46 and 13. Isaiah 46 and 13. Because salvation, brothers and sisters, is the ultimate door that we are striving to get to. That is the ultimate door we are striving to open. That is the ultimate door we are striving to be at. That is the finish line that we talk about so much. That is the moment of truth when you know that you done did everything that you needed to do for that gate to open for you. Isaiah 46 and 13.
I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off. My salvation shall not tarry. I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory.
For Israel, my glory. See, once you get in this truth, you realize what you're doing it for. You realize why you never gave up. You realize why it was so important for you to keep pushing through. Because this is the end goal. This is what we are all trying our best to get to. This is the purpose of edifying your brother. This is the purpose of getting out and doing the Lord's work. This is the purpose of trying to earn your crown every single way that you can try and earn it. This is the purpose right here because you want this door to open. Only thing about this door is it got some locks on it for right now. It got some key combinations on it for right now. It got
Got some
some,
rules. It got some rules on it.
and the rules don't change. You got to put in some work to get this door open. You got to have some faith to get this door open. You got to be
It's a
obedient.
combination. It's a
Yes,
combination
sir.
lock.
Yes, sir. And you gotta have the right keys to break it open. Not saying that we trying to rob our way. You get what I'm trying to say. All praise.
Hey, hey, you can't kick this door down. Hey,
No,
this one of them
sir.
reinforced. This one of them Ain't no battering ram gonna get through that door.
No, that's right. That's right. That's right. You gotta do everything right, tit for tat, to the best of your abilities to get this door to open for you. And more importantly, it takes teamwork. It takes teamwork. That is the purpose of us being, thing about this, that broad road, you can do whatever you want to do on that road. But on that narrow, man, you look to your left, it's rushing water. You look to your right, boy, it's lava and fire. You gotta make sure that you stay straight. Not only do you got to make sure that you stay straight, you want the people in front of you to stay straight. You want the people behind you to stay straight. You don't want to lose track of nothing. Why is that? Because it's these things, us working together as a team. It's something that I've said in a bunch of my lessons here lately, but it's the truth. We gonna be spending time in the kingdom together. We gonna be doing all these feasts together. We gonna be living in peace and paradise together. So you mean to tell me that we can't work together to get there? Oh
Hey,
no,
KG, and don't grab my shirt if you fall off. Don't grab my shirt.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, hey, Mikael, give me Isaiah 45 and 17. I know that's right.
Isaiah 45 and 17, and it reads, "But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Hmm.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end."
I can take that so many ways, but Israel is plural. Israel is a group of people. That group
That's
of
right.
people need to work together to get through that door. Because the sooner we work together, the sooner we cry out, the sooner we get ready to do that fast, prepare for that fast when we got to take that fast, because time's gonna be hard. Man, hey, man, it's right around the corner. It's right. Hey,
Salvation.
salvation. I'm gonna tell y'all about me. I want to walk through that wilderness. I want to see what it was like. I don't know about y'all, but I really want to see that. I wanna.
Me and the number.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, praises, man. Let me see.
Me and the number.
All right, Miguel, I got two more. Give me Luke 1, 70 through 75. And then we're gonna finish with Isaiah 26. I really want the whole chapter, but I'm gonna settle for Isaiah 26 and 3. We're gonna end on the foundation. But right,
Luke Luke 1 started verse 70 through
yes,
75, you say?
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right. "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began,
Hmm.
that we should be saved from our enemies and from
Hmm.
the hand of all that hate us. To
Salvation,
per- that's right. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers, to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in
salvation.
holiness, in
Yes, sir.
holiness and
Mhm.
righteousness before him all the days of our life."
Salvation, salvation. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Salvation is of the Jews.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what? You know what? Do I want that? Do I really want to end with that? Because I like how that right there rang.
What's that? John 4:22?
You know what? Bring it out. Bring
John
it out.
4:23? Oh, what is, hold on, I find it. I think it's John 4:23 or 22. Hold on. I see. Let me see. Yeah, John 4 and 22. That's the one you want?
Yeah, yep, yep. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Ye worship ye not. Oh, sorry. Let me start over. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
And with that, brothers and sisters, stay focused, stay humble, love your brother, love your sister, work together so we can unlock that door to salvation. And this has been the lesson for tonight. The doors that open and the doors that close. I hope everybody found something from it, was edified, was able to glean something from it. I hope it motivated you in some kind of way. Because it definitely motivated me. I feel like I was talking to myself on a lot of these scriptures tonight, having to go down memory lane and just remember the things that you have been through. So I hope that this motivates us to stay strong, because if we made it through all that stuff to get to where we at now, we can keep on going and make it through the rest of the things that we have to get through. He don't never, he will never take you through anything that you can't handle. And obviously, brothers and sisters, if we are on this walk, that means that we can handle it. That means that we have a good chance of reaching salvation. But all praises to that. Brothers, y'all got anything?
You
Man,
know
I
what'd
ain't
be the
got nothing.
perfect song? You know what'd be the perfect song for the night?
What would be the perfect song, bro?
Walk that walk to salvation. Walk that walk to
Yeah.
salvation. Walk
Yeah.
that walk to salvation. Walk that walk to salvation. Walk that walk. Walk that walk. Walk that walk that walk that walk that walk that walk. Walk that walk. Walk that walk. Walk that walk that walk that walk to salvation. Walk that walk to salvation.
I
That'll be
wish
the
we had no.
perfect song, man.
Hey, you want? Hey. I want to hear it now. You got me want to hear it now.
That'll be the perfect song, man.
Oh, praise it, man.
But
You
yeah,
got
all
it?
praise to the Most High, man. No, we ain't got it uploaded. We ain't got it uploaded to the channel. We need to upload it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll put that in. We'll put that into onto the to do list.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, man, all praise to Hebrew, man. Good lesson, man. Great lesson.
Yeah. Awesome lesson.
All praise.
Awesome lesson.
All praise to the Most High. Who want to get these shout outs?
All right. We got Sister Francesca in the building. She's laughing. Ex-brother Stephen. We got Brother Cortez in the building. All praises, brother. I see you. I see Sister Veronica, our beloved sister Arlene Foster. Shalom to you both. Arlene and Veronica, shalom. Love you both. We got Brother B. Lou on the Facebook side. B. Lou, shalom, Hebrew. That's our Israelite brother up there in Marshall, Missouri. Is it Marshall? That's
That's
what he
right.
stated.
That's right.
Marshall.
That's right.
Marshall. Okay,
I
yeah.
think. I think so. I think it's
Yeah.
Marshall.
I think it's Marshall. Yeah. We got Brother Tuval Yah all the way out there in California. Shalom, brother. We got Dark T in the building. Brother Dark T. Shalom, Hebrew. Who else?
Dark
Who
skinned
else?
brother.
Yeah, Dark T. Ain't that Dark T?
No, DSB.
DSB. The dark skin. Dark T ain't. Hold on, Hebrew. You don't
No,
confuse
Dark
me.
T is
That's
from Baldwin.
dark, but yeah, Dark T from Baldwin.
I'm talking about dark skinned brother was in here tonight.
Yeah, dark skinned brother was in here. You right. Okay. You confused me. We got Sister Mary, Mother Mary in the building. Shalom, sis. I see your precept game is getting tight too, Mother Mary. I see you posted the script in here earlier out of that Proverbs chapter 3. We didn't get to read it. Who else we got in here? Brother King Yaz Ben Yehuda. Shalom, brother. Shalom, Hebrew. I gotta call that brother too. I finally got his number.
I gotta call Mother Mary. Sister Marie. Sister Marie.
Yeah, Sister Marie Duke. She's in here. She ain't gonna come in. You know, she got a new phone. I think that's what she don't know how to work it that good or something like that. There's something going on. But she's here. Shalom, Sister Marie Dukes.
Shalom to you, brother Sugarfoot.
Who is Sugarfoot?
You Sugarfoot.
How I get to be Sugarfoot? Ain't no sugar. Ain't no sugar in this tank.
No, Hebrew. No,
Hey,
you busy. Sister Veronica put it in the chat, man.
oh, I didn't see it because I'm scrolling. That's what she called me, Sugarfoot.
I'm just picking at you, man. Go ahead and finish the shout outs, man.
How embarrassing. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to read the shout outs no more. We got DSB 225 in the building. Shalom, dark skin brother. We got Willie Gardner in the building. Sister Brenda Hill. Shalom, sis. Well, y'all been coming. Sister Yisrael. Shalom, sis. Out of Texas.
Sister Veronica said that's for all of we all Sugarfoot.
Ain't no
I'll
sugar
be
over here.
Sugarfoot, Sister Veronica. I don't mind being Sugarfoot.
Yeah. Let Teddy Bear over there be sugar.
Can I Sister Veronica, can I be brown sugar instead? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
We got Sister Jim in the building. Shalom, sis. I hope you get to feeling better. Sis. Sister Jim in the building. And that's all I see, y'all. Sugarfoot.
All praise to the Most High. I want to say this. I got an announcement. My announcement is Most High put this on my spirit to say this. And I mean this in the most masculine, manly, humble, and loving way that I can possibly say this.
You call Sugarfoot, I don't know what to tell you.
These lessons that we have done over the last 2 weeks, we have not done any of these lessons to take shots at anybody. But if we have caused anybody any strife, harm, or if we have offended anyone, we do repent of that. If it was taken the wrong way, we do apologize to whoever it is that we offended and the Most High God. We haven't intentionally taken any shots at anybody, but if it was taken that way, we apologize. We ask that whoever we offended, that you could forgive us for it. But that's not what we meant by it. But we're not above apologizing, or we're not above trying to keep the peace amongst Israel. We don't want the beef with nobody. We don't want no smoke with nobody. All we want to do is teach the word of the Most High God in love, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, try to open up this door so we can get the kingdom.
I'm in agreement with that.
That's what we after.
I'm in agreement with that. All praises for that, brother.
So with that being said, Hebrew,
All praise.
if nobody else don't have anything, we'll take it on up out of here.
And this has been another exciting episode of Back to the Basics Tuesdays.
By the Sugarfoot Trio.
Whoa.
Walk that walk to salvation. Walk that walk to salvation. Walk that walk. Walk that walk. Walk that walk that walk that walk that walk that walk. Oh, I thought that was the outro playing.
No, that's you playing. That's you playing, Sugarfoot. Now that's gonna be on my mind all day tomorrow. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. What's up, Sugarfoot?
I was trying to hit the end button, it won't let me.
It won't let you.
They said we not getting off the air tonight.
Oh, yes, we here.
Hit the end button, Mike.
I see what I can do.
Hear, O Israel,